focus on there. Right, hey guys, Jaking's me. So back to a little bit more tips on drawing the puffy paint. Alright, so it does when you start doing the puffy job, it doesn't matter you start on the red honeycomb pattern first or the black lines, because they do not really affect, but I would suggest doing the red honeycomb pattern first. Because let's say if you do the black lines, the webbing, then the webbing will already be raised, like already leveled, and then when you try to do the honeycomb pattern, sometimes you might have to tilt at an angle, and the raised black webbing might interfere with your pattern, as it's a structure right here. And let's say if you do the honeycomb pattern wrongly, you smudged it or something, at least you could still use the cloth to wipe it. But if your black webbing is there, then you can only clean it, and it might spread to the black line. So it's best to keep the black lines away first. Do the red honeycomb pattern first, and then the black lines. See what I did? Okay, this is what I mean when you leave a gap in between. I don't know if you could see there. You could see that. Okay, if you could see that, because I'm uploading the video through my mobile straight to YouTube, so the quality is bad, but you should be able to catch that. You could see that in the center of the intersection I leave a gap, so when you draw the puffy down, it should touch up. If you need some touching up, you could just spread the black around the lines. This is not really fully dried yet, so yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna show you how to try to draw, right? I'll just try, okay. I'll just try. Alright. See, let's say if this was not connected well, then I'll just redraw it again, but remember, do not go back. You just connect the line. You see how thin I draw the honeycomb layer? If you see. Okay, basically the first layer should look like crap, at least in my opinion and the way I do it. It should look like crap. Don't have to worry too much if it doesn't look like a hexagon, because once you traced over it, you see these are the first layer where they soak into the fabric. You can see that, okay, maybe you can't. You see that they're very flat compared to, and the color compared to these. This is the second layer I've drawn, the red honeycomb. It's not fully dried yet, so I'm doing this part, and after that I'm done. As you can see, the other half of the mask is already completed. Alright, so just carry on. I'm doing a few, just focus on there, right? And you have to see, because for some patterns, right, you have to draw the line outside the outline of the box. For some patterns only, like, it's not all where you have to use the red and connect the outline. Not for all, only for some. Let me try and find which are the ones. Right, like here, this line you connect at the outline, but for the rest, if the pattern didn't show it, please do not go and connect the lines, because you are not supposed to like use the red and outline the entire box. Then that will be like interfering with the black web design. So I don't know, I mean, you could try it, but I don't see why you should. But it may look nice, but you could just imagine, illuminate that the red will be out, and a bigger outer line you have the black, so it's like yeah, you know. So we're just gonna carry on this, just focus on that. Alright.
How is your
So just draw like this. Okay. Alright, I'm done with my brother, so just carry on drawing. Right, and let's say if you draw the pattern out of the design, out of the print, like it doesn't match, it's not straight, instead you go slightly over straight, then it doesn't matter. Like I said, this is just the first layer. Just draw it very thinly. Just make sure that as long as it's touching the fabric so that it will be absorbed by the fabric, then you could go ahead doing your second layer later. After it dry, probably about 30 minutes. 30, yeah. My previous video I did say takes about like at least 3 hours. I mean, just to be precaution, but that's way too much. So that's about it. You just connect real slowly. The reason why I'm doing so slowly because I just press a little bit so to have a little bit at the tip of the bottle. And just draw over to connect the line. So there you could see the puffy is done. And another reason why I like the Paul print, okay, not Paul print, okay, I like Paul's print is that his mask pattern, I like it. I think the most of the muscle shading is proper and the honeycomb is dark. And I know dark is not something, it's not that dark, right? You could see it, but at some parts where the muscle shading, like somewhere around here, the honeycomb pattern is too dark where you can't trace over. But basically it's just like the honeycomb pattern is pretty logical, it's fixed, it's normal. So if you could see a little bit of the honeycomb, you could just basically know what you're doing and just draw. And let's say if you draw it wrongly, you could just edit a little bit and you may not really see it since his print is darker compared to others, of course. But I like this. I feel Paul's print is the proper Spidey print. Yeah, I can't seem to focus on this. It's just pretty blurry. Okay, anyways, hope these tips teach you guys, I mean at least something. Alright, and I'll just do a little bit of black puffy, right? So just hold on. Just wanna set this converter. Okay, you see what I do, you just shake it right here, right? Just try to, not upright, just shake it down hardward. Make sure you hear some sound until you're free from the sound. That means the air bubbles are probably gone. And then you could carry on the black lines. So the black lines, be sure to draw very thick. Right. And leave a space at the center for intersection. Right. I mean, this is how I do it. I'm not sure how others do it, but so do not be so judgmental here, please. Thank you. Just draw very thick, but just control the strength because you don't want to overflow it, because yeah, you don't want to overflow it. It look pretty ugly. Alright, then for drawing this side, I will just probably tilt it and draw. But since I'm doing this way, so I'm not gonna like draw the lines like this. So, alright, I hope you guys find my tip or video useful. You can check out Joe Lai too. Alright, peace out, guys.